What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev 2323. Out here, I always wanted to purchase one of these, and I finally got it. Let me move up the van and I'll show you what it is. Boom, 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 boom. Wheel horse. I believe it's a 1973 wheel horse. Dun, dun, dun. It is so much bigger than I thought it was, but let me get it out of here and let me get it out the way, then I'll show you everything in the garage. Okay, so I got LEDs in my garage. Do another video on that. LEDs in the freezing cold, guess what? They don't work. So you can barely see it in here. It's a lot bigger than I thought. So I'll get some good footage, but I'll explain the story behind this. Alright, I can't push it all the way out the garage right now. But, okay, let's go over the seat lock. Press to release. Press to release. The whole thing comes up back this way. What I do like about this is it still has all the directions on it. 7 miles per hour. Do not tow at speeds exceed 7 miles per hour. Open towing valve. Turn to tow or push for tractor. So I guess this is the valve right here. And then this is the gear shift right here. So I gotta find more about it. You see somebody had a nest right in here, but somebody really took care of it. Look at all the screws are new. I mean, looks new right here. This looks new right here. Starter looks new right there, and the key switch looks new. I mean, it looks good. Okay. Keep all shields in place before leaving operator's position. Shift transmission to neutral. So this is in neutral right here. Disengage attachment clutch. Shut off engine. So this is attachment clutch right here. So this right here. Oh, let me close this. Brings down the tow hitch. This is a tow hitch right here. And see there's a cable on it. So when you move the cable, it lifts up or takes down. You could put a plow here also. Not a plow, a grader. You could put a grader right there. So brand new sticker on the back. Wheel horse makes it, Kohler shakes it. So this is a Kohler engine right here. This is a Kohler engine. It looks like this just fell out and they got a wire hanging right here. So this I'll buy a new one anyways. Okay, this should be a 10 horse. There's your brake. This right here is for your plow apparently. Oh, I should look at that real close, the serial number. Try to get the serial number so I could figure out what I need here. Zooming in right there. Let's go around to the other side. Now the tires are holding there. They're just flat. Got dry rot. See? Dry rot, so we'll get new tires. They call them rice cutting tires, but I do like the other tractor tires that they get through the mud fields a lot. Okay, so this engages your drive belt, apparently. This is the drive belt, goes through here and comes up in here. So this engages the drive belt. Now here's one pulley on here already. So this pulley is for whatever else that you are gonna put attachment on it. Me myself, I'm grandpa, so I just need the trailer hitch. One thing, because I'm going to be able to get the boat easier in and out the yard. Better this way. I'm going to get the boat easier in and out the yard because this is going to be able to pull the boat. And I'm going to make, so stay tuned, I'm going to weld a little train for my grandkids and my nephews, okay? So, like I said, it has the plow. This is for the plow right here. This right here and this right here is for the plow. We're going to look more into that, how to use it. That's the Kohler engine. It's going to need a new wire and everything. This is the points right here. So we're going to do a new points. Going to do a new carburetor. So let's open this up right here. You flip that up and this should come forward, right? Alright, so there's the Kohler engine. This looks really good. The heads, I could probably sandblast the heads. It's missing the one screw on the head, so apparently somebody took the heads off before, you see? It's missing one screw. So this is dun dun dun. These are actually grade A bolts. So I don't know who put that in there. Hopefully they didn't try running it. Dun dun dun. Apparently they probably put a new head gasket on. So I'm gonna have to take this out. Hopefully that's not stripped so I don't have to tap and dye it. The good thing is it's a new spark plug wire and a new spark plug. So somebody was messing with this. Somebody did take this apart and they put a new head gasket on there. But I don't know if they stripped the bolt or they lost the bolt. But this might be a nightmare to get out. I'll just weld something on here. The oil looks good. They did the oil change on it. The oil looks really good on here. The new starters on here. That's really terrible that that's like that. So hopefully if they did run it, the head gasket's down. Now here's one good thing right here also. On these old cast iron Kohler engines, you could actually put a pipe in there. I would venture to say that's this is just 1.5" galvanized pipe or black pipe. Hopefully it's black pipe. So you could put your, I'm gonna bring it out all the way like it comes out under here, and then I'm gonna bring the toss stack out of it is what my plans are. Now I was planning on sanding the whole thing and painting the whole thing, but I do like this old look. I mean I really do love this antique look on it. I would like to try to stop the rust. See right in here, all this rust? I would like to try to stop this. So it's going to be a catch-22 of trying to keep the antique look. But you know me, I like the flake and all this and all that. But this pitted look right here, I mean, this looks nice. This is original. So if I could just kind of stop this, I'll be happy. Because the rest of the frame is amazing. Okay, so this is the battery right here. Kind of a Rural King battery. X side. I got to get the series number off of this. And I'm going to put new battery wires and everything. I'm going to put new battery wires, new starter wires. Let's go on this side right here. This is the gas tank. It looks dry. Probably evaporated out of there. That's the gas tank right there. The wires look kind of like somebody did them. But you know me, I'm going to probably do everything brand new. I'll take this off and do everything brand new. Kohler USA, that looks original. That looks original, and that's why I don't want to do it. Somebody put a new condenser. That's a new condenser. But they did all that new, but left the old carburetor. So I got to buy a carburetor for this Kohler engine right here. So that's why I was trying to get the serial number off this Kohler engine. Find out a little bit more about it. So there's a serial number and everything. So I got to try to zoom in here and take some pictures with my camera. Because that's what I'm going to need to buy the pieces for this right here. So the lights would be here, so it's covered up. That's where the lights would be. So it's covered up. Somebody actually took the time to make a piece and put a little decal on it so you don't see the lights. There's, you know, surface rust right here. Zerk fitting for your everything. I mean, it looks like majority of its life it was stored inside. Now what I researched was this automatic 10 logo, it should be a 1973. So what I gotta do is research the serial number, and with the serial number then I'll be able to tell more about it. But this is my new project right here. This will be the summertime project. It serves a couple purposes. With my grandson this summer, we're gonna take this carburetor. I got a 5-year-old, he'll be 6 years old by the summer, and a 16-month-old. We're gonna take the carburetor off this. I don't even think I'm gonna try to start it until I put the new carburetor on it. Well, I guess I shouldn't try to start it until I take that head gasket off. It's missing a bolt on the head gasket. Those are grade 8 bolts. What you do is you take one of those off, you go to Ace Hardware, you can buy another one. So somebody did replace the head gasket, but the bolt is missing. Okay, now this Kohler engine right here, this is a 10 horsepower Kohler engine. It's $800 to get one brand new. $800. I could find a used one and rebuild it, or don't curse me out here, I could go to Harbor Freight and probably get a 22 horsepower and put it in the exact same spot. But either way, this is what I wanted, this tractor. And the tires look like they're really good. The tires were tread, they were barely used, although there's a lot of dry rot in them. So I will replace them anyways. Alright, either way, this is going to be the new project. It looks really good. I mean, I got it in you know, for what I paid for it, and the guy was, I mean, he was wholehearted. Somebody tried to purchase this from underneath him, called him a couple times. He said, look, I talked to this guy and I'm going to go ahead and wait. He said he'll be here by Friday. If he's not here by Friday, you could get it on Saturday. That was a stand-up guy. That was a stand-up move. We talked about that. And then he was even saying, I just hope it meets your expectations. I hope it's this. I hope it's that. Like, it's a project. I know I bought a project. I'm happy with this Kohler engine. A little worried about it's missing one. So I might have to tap that screw and put the head down. Hopefully I don't got to go all the way into the piston. If I go on the piston, it's just a bigger job, but I bought it as a project. So I do love this. No matter if I got to go into that piston or not, I do love this. It'll just, me and my grandson will have more time breaking it down, smoothing everything out, boring it out. So we'll have more time. The rewiring, we're going to rewire the whole thing. We're going to put a stack coming out the top all the way up. But somebody did love this. Somebody put love into this before the guy before me got it. Now, he was honest with me. He said that he has, honestly, God, I can't even count how much he got in his garage, like 4 in his garage. But the story behind it is he actually has his grandfather's wheel horse. He has his father's wheel horse, and he has his first wheel horse that he got at 14 years old. But I'm not going to stand out here freezing. I'll tell you about that if you want to hear about that inside. I just wanted to show you the next project that we got going here. Somebody put some love into it. Hopefully they didn't stop because of that cylinder head, but we'll have to figure that out. Now, this right here is for whatever attachment I want to put on it. It'll run a snowblower. It'll run a lawnmower. And believe it or not, this old tractor right here, this old Wheel Horse 10, has a bucket lift attachment that I could put on it if I want to. All right, I'll talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share this. Okay, now the story behind this guy that I found the tractor. I apologize, I don't remember your name. Kurt, Kevin, I don't remember. Comment down below. But either way, stand-up guy, really good guy. We talked forever. By the way, I did lose my earbud at your property. But he got, so 3 for sure that I know he's seen. Sorry. He has his grandfather's. Okay, let's go back to his grandfather's. Well, with his grandfather passed, and they sold the Wheel Horse tractor to the guy across the street. So he wanted his grandfather's Wheel Horse tractor because he remembered his grandfather driving the Wheel Horse tractor. So he did go across the street and asked to buy it back. So the guy did sell him back his grandfather's Wheel Horse tractor. So he has his grandfather's original Wheel Horse tractor, which is from the 60s. I mean, it is beautiful. It is sitting back there in his garage, and it's just nice, really nice. Then he got his dad's Wheel Horse tractor. Now with his dad's Wheel Horse tractor, he used to mow lawns for people. And they were big lawns, so he used to use his dad's Wheel Horse tractor. And then when he was 14 years old, he said that he seen somebody else that they had a Wheel Horse tractor that caught fire and that the wheels were melted down. And with these Wheel Horse tractors, if you leave them outside, you do have to check because birds' nests, squirrel nests, they do put them inside the motor area and inside the rear area. So if you're running it hot and there's a bird's nest or a squirrel's nest in there, it is going to catch fire. Okay, so this one caught a front fire and the tires were melted, the front end was melted. So when he was 14 years old, he says, hey, would you like to buy it? And the guy says, just take it. So he went home to his mom to tell him that, hey, the guy's going to give him this Wheel Horse tractor. And they had, back then, remember the 3-wheel ATVs, the first ones with the balloon tires, ATV. So his mom took him back there and somebody says, well, here, take this grocery cart. They had a bottom part of a grocery cart with wheels because the tractor's wheels were burnt. So his mom and him lifted it up. They put it on the grocery cart for the front of the wheels. And with her ATV, they drove the tractor back to the house. And he rebuilt it at 14 years old. So that was the Wheel Horse tractor that he mowed lawns with. Okay, so he came upon this one. Somebody says, hey, I know you collect these things. I got this one here, so here you go. So that's how he had this one, but after times of having it, it just wasn't as sentimental in his heart, which I do understand. And talking with him, I've always wanted one, and I have grandkids now. So my grandkids will be able to hopefully my oldest grandson is gonna rebuild this motor with me, and hopefully that the piston's still good because we seen the cylinder head had a different bolt in it, so we gotta pull that out. I was planning on doing just the carburetor, the ignition coil, and the points, but now seeing that bolt on the top that was different, I'm gonna pull the whole cylinder head off. So I do gotta order a cylinder head gasket right now. And then when we pull the cylinder head off, we're gonna rotate the motor to go up and down to see if there's any scores in there, and then we'll know, does it have to be taken all the way down, or if I could just go ahead and do the carburetor, the points, and all that. So that's gonna happen with that. But so with my grandson doing this with me, hopefully it attaches him to that. Now, one thing that we are planning on doing is, I could have my son do it or we could do it, but we're gonna go ahead and build the little train. They call them Muchu train at some of the fest over here, where they have these tractors and they pull the little kids and they make the one bar with the trailer hitch, 2 wheels, and a plastic barrel. You don't want to use a barrel with chemicals. Use plastic barrel so you can pull the kids around. So that's my intentions on making it with this right here. All right, either way, that's a little bit about the gentleman that I purchased this from and his history with them. Now, these are wheel horse tractors. They sold to Toro. I don't know what year, but they sold to Toro. So a lot of Toro attachments fit on these wheel horse ones, and then Toro just ended the line after a certain year. So I am so glad. I believe because of these stickers, this is a 1973, but I gotta take pictures of the serial number on the motor and the serial number on the tractor to get more information. So follow the channel because we're gonna be getting this thing rideable. I know I'm going to get 2 new back tires. If they hold there, that's good. They could get me through time, but there is some dry rot in it. Somebody put new tires on at one point, but then they dry rotted. Tires dry rot. So then I want, they call them rice cutter tires because they use them in the rice paddy fields, but those are the tires that I want to put on this. But either way, subscribe, like, share, and follow because we're going to be doing this wheel horse thing. I know my videos is hodgepodge. I gotta isolate the storylines in them, which I could, but I'll get to that soon. All right, talk to you later. Bye.